Hello and welcome to another video on Microsoft Fabric. In today's video, we are going to discuss one of the recently released feature in Microsoft Fabric, which is also part of the Microsoft Power BI release. And the feature is that we will be able to create a direct lake semantic model directly from Power BI desktop, and that too on multiple lake houses or warehouses. So why don't we go ahead and first of all look at the release note of this feature. So let me take you to the release note of Power BI March 2025 feature summary. And here in the March 2025 feature summary, if you scroll down to the features, there are tons of features which has been released in the month of March 2025. And one of the feature which got released is create semantic model in direct lake storage mode from one or more fabric artifacts in Power BI desktop. So this is the feature which we are looking forward to. So let me click on this feature, and once I click I'll reach to the details, and there are details provided about this feature. So let me read out few lines from here, and then we will go ahead and experiment out with this feature on Power BI desktop. We are excited to announce the public preview of creating semantic model using Direct Lake storage mode in Power BI desktop. Direct Lake unlock a massive data with blazing fast query performance without having to manage data refreshes and without causing data duplication. For the first time, Direct Lake semantic models, you can add tables from multiple OneLake data sources, giving you flexibility to combine data for your need, creating stunning Power BI reports. And how to create this? Create Direct Lake semantic model, just few click in Power BI desktop with preview feature on. I'll showcase you which preview feature you have to switch it on. Select Lakehouse or Warehouse from OneLake catalog and connect. And once you connect, you will be able to choose a lake house or a warehouse. Direct lake semantic model read the OneLake data model directly and are created in the workspace. Give the semantic model a name, pick a workspace and select the tables you want to include and click on OK. And then you can further go ahead and add more tables. Prior to this, what we were able to do is we were able to edit the direct lake semantic model in Power BI desktop. Now we will be able to create the model in Power BI desktop, and not to from one lake house or warehouse but from multiple lake houses and warehouses. So let's open the Power BI desktop. So I'm going to open the Power BI desktop now. And one of the release this month is that Power BI desktop is going to open fast. So I have shown you that also. First of all, I'm going to show you which preview feature you need to enable. You have to go to options and setting. If you are directly landed into a blank report, then you have to go to files, options and setting, options. Under the preview features, enable the preview feature, create semantic models in direct lake storage mode from one or more fabric artifacts, and click on OK. I have already enabled it, so I don't need to click OK. I can click on cancel. Once you click on OK, you have to restart your Power BI file, means you have to close the current file and start a new file again, and then you will be able to use it. One more thing, that those who are using this live edit of Power BI semantic model in direct lake mode may not also work unless you check this, and some of the users are facing issues. So just a word of caution here that you have to enable this feature. So let me click on cancel and continue. So now let's start exploring this feature. To do that, let me click on OneLake catalog, lake houses, and it will open a pop-up. It will open a pop-up, and in this pop-up I'm going to select Lake 01 from my workspace 01GA fabric, and once I click on that, I see the connect button enabled and there is an arrow near to it. I'll press that arrow and I'll get two options: connect to OneLake and connect to SQL endpoint. I'll use connect to OneLake. As I'm opening for the very first time, I'm getting an option to give a name for Direct Lake semantic model. So let me give it as a name, semantic model from desktop, and let me call it 1 because I already created one. Now from here I'm going to take only one table, item table, and I'll come back to another warehouse or lake house and take other table from there. So let me click on OK. It's working on it. As you can see, it's creating a model in direct lake mode. The model has been created and you can see this model is successfully converted into large semantic model storage format. Version history is available now, means we will be able to see version histories, live editing of your model using direct lake. All the changes will automatically apply to the Power BI service. That's great, isn't it? Now I would like to add additional tables from different lake houses or warehouses. So I'll again go to OneLake catalog and press lake house. And this time I'll use lake 04 again from G1 fabric. I got the sales model and from there I'll take the sales table. So we got the table and this is the table I needed along with that. So what we do next? Create relationship. So I drag item ID of sales onto the item ID of item and it shows me many to one single directional join and make this relationship active. Now I can click on save. Once I save it, it will add the relationship. This model has also been added to Power BI service and we can view it there. This model is also saved at 01GA Fabric workspace and if needed we can go ahead and view that in Power BI service also. Let's go to the Power BI service, search for 01-GA Fabric. I can filter out from right top, type semantic model and you will be able to see. And once I filter desktop or desk, you can see SM for desktop 1 is available inside this one and it has been very recently created. Now we know this is available on the service. I would like to create a report and check it out. But I'm not going to do it on service. For that what I'm going to do is, again I'll go to my Power BI desktop. Here I can't create a report. That I'm going to click on new blank report and it will open a new report for me. And in that report I'll connect it with the semantic model which I have created from my desktop across two different lake houses. So get data or OneLake catalog, whatever you want to use, Power BI semantic model. And here I can see my semantic model SM from desktop 1 and let me click on that. If I want to edit it, I can connect it in the edit mode, but I don't want to edit it. I just want to connect it and create a report. So let me connect it. I'm now connected to my semantic model in direct lake connection mode and I can create a report. So let me try to create a visual. From the item, I drag the brand onto the canvas and from sales, I drag quantity. Let me convert this visual into a table visual and as you can see, I got the data. This is the typical number which I always get. But I don't have any measures in this one. So what I would like to do is I will want to go to the other file on my Power BI desktop. Is nothing but my Power BI direct lake semantic model from multiple lake houses and I would like to create measures here. But before that I would like to create a measure table. So let me click on new table option because there is no option of enter data, which is the previous way I have taught you in my previous tutorials. Let me click on new table in the home ribbon. So I'll give the table name as measure table. So I give it a name measure table and I simply enter one row and I can give any name. Let me give a name as a KPI and value as 0 and let me press enter. A new table is created, measure table, and now I would like to add my measure into this table. So let me click on this table and create a new measure. Measures belongs to model, so irrespective of what base columns I am using, they can be created in any of the table of our choice. So I'm going to create a measure gross here and gross is nothing but quantity multiplied by price. It's a row level measure, so I need to use SumX. SumX sales quantity multiplied by sales price, and let me press enter. Measure is created inside my measure table and the name of the measure is gross. Now I can hide the KPI column because I have one measure inside this table, and the magic happens, I get a measure table. Now let me go to the other Power BI desktop where I am creating the report. Here there is no changes as of now, but let me refresh it. Once I refresh it, you can see I have a measure table, item and sales table. Let me drag the measure gross, and as you can see I am getting the correct value of gross here. We zoom it little bit. So this is the same gross value which I am getting usually whenever I create my gross measure. I am able to create a model on Power BI desktop from multiple lake houses or warehouses, and I am also able to create a report on that direct lake semantic model coming from multiple artifacts of Microsoft Fabric, and create a report also. Why don't you go ahead and try this out, and do let me know what else you want me to cover in this particular series. Thanks for watching this particular video. Thank you. Keep watching, keep asking questions in comments, subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you can get notification for new videos. Thank you.